Buckle up, it's the Insurance Dudes Podcast.
What has changed a little bit throughout, this last year? I know, Facebook, man, a few years ago that was, lightning, but just in general, in your world, what has changed recently that we should take notice of?
So in terms of social media, if we're talking Facebook and Instagram primarily, which I would say are the only two social media platforms really worthwhile for an agent, the biggest thing I would say that has changed is the preference to paid advertising, meaning that their algorithm literally changed. So if I do a post from Uptown Marketing's business page, the algorithm is going to make it so maybe 5%. Yeah, exactly. We're going to get crickets.
Insane. It's
insane. Crazy. And, Facebook's a business, right? So they want ads, and they understand that if they really screw you on the organic reach, you're going to say, all right, well, I guess I'm going to boost this post because no one's going to see it otherwise. So it's almost
hilarious.
Now that, if you want anyone to see a post, you better throw $20 on it or no one's going to.
Yeah. We were just talking about this because we run a webinar every Tuesday for the telemarketing and put a post. And it used to work pretty well, but then it says seen by 3, right? I'm like, I mean, what? And I posted from my personal into our group, and that's tied to the teledudes, and it just crickets. But then of course a little while later it says, would you like to boost this post? Right? It's just the second you log in, hey, you want to boost this post? People are looking at it. It's like, oh, all 3 of them, huh? And so it's just I mean, you got to pay to play. They've really,
I mean, even a year ago, I used to tell people, well, it's okay, just share it to your personal page because so many people that are in your network are going to see it. Well, the algorithm caught on to people doing that. If you share a business post, it's less likely to show up, even if it comes from your own page, because it's a shared business post.
I even tried to put a space in the middle of the word, and I'm going to test it. It knows.
Just get that credit card out. That's the only way we're going to get people to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. What about the Google box?
Google.
Yeah, it seems like Google's really, it's picking up steam. It's, I guess you have your interruption marketing, which is Facebook, but these are people that are actually searching for stuff. Mm-hmm. What has changed it with Google?
So the biggest change I would say with Google is that the whole experience of Google is now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, it's designed to keep you on Google. You don't go to a website anymore. You don't go to whatever the page is. If you want a cookie recipe and you search for it, it's just going to show up. You're not going to have to go to BettyCrocker.com or whatever it is. It's there. So
the thing at the top, right? The little
Yep. It's the knowledge bar, all that stuff. Everything is designed to keep you on Google as long as possible. So I think for agents, it's nice because it will be more likely to drive a phone call, which everybody would prefer a phone call over anything else. But I mean, it's going more and more where Google just wants you to stay on Google. And it's same thing with Facebook where the preference is always going to the paid ads. Yeah. If you do paid ads, you're gonna just get a traffic that you'll never be able to get organically. And they know that, so they take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Google keeps you on for Google Display Network, all that stuff. But for whatever reason, Google Plus never took off. And maybe in 100 years it will, but it's just terrible.
No, they actually went away. It went away totally.
Oh, it did? It's gone?
It did, yeah. It's just Google My Business now. So that's, what you used to log in. When we used to manage the business pages 5 years ago, we would log in. It was their Google Plus, and then it was your business account was through your Google Plus. Now there is no Google Plus anymore. It doesn't exist. So you just log into your Gmail. You've got your business listing. You've got your AdWords in there. The whole thing lives under that Gmail.
Okay.
And Google My Business is rocking, right? That's huge for agents.
So that's, I think, with local businesses, what's cool is that Google My Business is adding more and more features to that. So they'll add the products feature, they'll add the services. Anytime Google adds something, always do it, right? Because they're going to always prioritize somebody that's taking advantage of what they're offering. If we've got 2 agents, right, and one of them has some stuff, not all of it, and the other one's just completely decked out their business listing. They've taken advantage of every single thing compliantly that they can within that platform. Of course, Google's going to be like, yes, you're our little poster child now. You're showing off all of our features. You're going to be the best result for the consumer, and you're going to show up more often.
So I want to help somebody envision the experience they have when they meet you and they work with Uptown Marketing. Okay. So what does that look like? Do they sit down, you start talking with them, you help them create an avatar, and then you attack that audience? Or what is that? Some juicy tidbits without giving too much away.
Yeah. So what we do, we'll do like a consultation call, because everybody's coming from a different company. It's super important to know where they're coming from. Are you coming from the corporate program? Are you coming from a vendor that has no idea, what's up, what's down? How do we transition you properly is number one. But really we sit down and we learn about their market. We learn about their team, the way their agency's structured. It's really, really important for agents to work with a company that's going to truly individualize it. If you're a brand new agent in your first year, you need to be marketing completely different than if you've been an agent for 20 years, right? The market, obviously, again, super, super important. So we're going to find out everything that you need, set you up with what's the best fit for you. Usually that's going to be a combination of an SEO campaign, so helping you show up more often organically on Google, and search engine marketing, so SEM, which would be Google ads and Facebook and Instagram ads.
And we as the individual agent can compete with the big money players on the top of Google if somebody searches
you
insurance.
can, yeah, but here's the thing: you really don't. You're not going to be able to do that with the keyword of insurance. So we're usually going to be targeting the brand keywords. We have to get compliance approval through Google. We have a paralegal that we work with through the company that will use the trademark authorization to say, hey, yep, you can use those keywords. So yeah, you can. You just have to be strategic about how you're spending your budget and the keywords that you're bidding on. So after you say, all right, cool, let's, move forward. I want to be an Uptown client. Then we have a series of 3 appointments where, they're setup appointments, so we take care of your website. We fill out that box as much as possible for you. Your Bing listing, your Apple listing, we need to make sure that Siri's going to recognize you if somebody talks to Siri instead of typing in. We do the Nextdoor app. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that at all. That's really, really good for agents. So we do listings on there for you. We optimize your Facebook page. We optimize your Yelp page, set up the AdWords. If we're doing Facebook ads, we'll set those up with you. So there's a process. It takes about a month after you sign up where we're getting everything in place. And then we do either 30-day or 60-day account reviews with the agents to kind of check on things along the way, look at your numbers, make sure stuff's working. If it's not, we'll change some things around and, just kind of move along that way.
And how long does it usually take to start gaining some serious traction? Because I can imagine, this stuff is going to take some time, right? You can't just
It
pop
is, yeah.
up
Yeah, and
tomorrow.
that's an important part of setting those realistic expectations with the agent, but it's really important to have the experience to know what's realistic and what's not. So I know a new agent that just opens in Los Angeles, it's going to take years for them to show up organically. It could very well take years. But the nice thing is that there's so many different ways that we can search now that we don't have to just go for insurance Los Angeles, right? Because they may never show up for that search. It's too big. There's too much else out there. But what we're specializing in helping agents show up for is a location related search, which is, okay, instead of just typing in insurance Los Angeles, nobody really types in the city anymore, right? There's Google Analytics on it. They don't type the name of the city in because we don't have to. All we do is we pull out our phone and we type in insurance. So that's a location related search. Google shows a result based off of what they know about your location and the businesses around you. So to go back to the question, how long does it take? There's little milestones that you can reach quicker than others. I would say this is so tough to answer because if everything were to stay the same on the internet forever, there was no other changes,
which it will.
I would say Yeah, right. It'll never change. Everything, average agent, average market, you're going to get a good feel for your results within 90 days. Now, Google could wake up tomorrow. It could be completely different site. It could be totally different, no warning. And my job is to figure it out and figure out how we're going to, keep everybody moving along. So it's tough to give that answer because there's so many variables that go into it.
So how do you handle the mindset of the agent who has the notoriously short fuse on getting results?
You mean all of them?
Right, all of them. Well, I think we understand it.
We tell them up front, we tell them in the initial consultation call, like, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, the nice thing and why I always recommend combining the paid ads with the search engine optimization is because the paid ads will show up whenever you start paying. Very easy. If you want to show up in the ad section, just pay and you'll be there. So it's super important to kind of complement those two together, because while we're building the organics, your ad's going to be right there. So you're going to be getting the quotes in as soon as those ads turn on. And then, as that's going up, the SEO is going up as well. And eventually you get to, a good place where they're both kind of rocking for you.
Love it.
What do you see are some of the biggest mistakes agents make?
Getting 25 Google reviews in one day. Do not pay your team to get Google reviews. Do not give them a daily contest or a weekly contest. Do not do it. Do not leave yourself a review.
I
do that every day.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised. I log into John Smith's account and it's like, best agent ever, John Smith. I'm like, really?
Isn't that good?
What other mistakes? The other mistake I think too is
business.
Yeah, the other mistake I think that I've seen a lot over the years is letting the very understandable frustration of this industry make you give up. This doesn't work. This company screwed me over. I don't know how this works. It's confusing to me. I've heard it all, but you're crazy to think that there's not people shopping online for insurance that you need to be in front of. So it's really important to just get with the right company that understands your industry enough and can kind of take the stress of it away from you without saying, all right, I throw my hands up. This stuff doesn't work. That kind of attitude.
Is what they say. We've been doing this for one day and it is not working.
The phones aren't ringing, Martina.
Right. In every other business and every other industry, you create a marketing plan and then you stick to it, right? 90 days, we're going to see if we got the results, because then we have data. Like, people are making emotional decisions, not data-driven decisions. And we know what happens with that, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting you say that, because think about the personality type of an insurance agent. They're huge egomaniacs, right? So they will get absolutely livid if they see another agent in their town online, especially if it's from the same company. So I hear it so often. I've heard this from day one. Why is that agent down the street from me showing up higher than me on Google? He doesn't write any business. And I'm like, well, that's not the way it works. Google doesn't know how much business you guys write. They only know what they know. And you have problems with your presence, which is why you're not showing up. But yeah, man, that is really tough, the competitiveness. But I think that with our company, at least, one of our advantages is that we only work with one agent per market, so that's a huge benefit, that you don't have to be competing, at least with Uptown, with the other agents around you.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
So the last thing, I know that you also have a daily or a weekly show, totally different, different subject, right? Is it called The Pitch? I'm trying to read
The Pitch.
The Pitch, a dating show.
It is, yeah. So I started back in May. I started this group, which was just like on a weird whim, and it kind of blew up. It's called Dallas Wingman. So what it is it's a big Facebook group similar to the big insurance agent groups. And you can be in there if you're single and you're looking for somebody, or you could be in there if you're not single and post one of your friends and be their wingman. And so you're posting pictures, you're saying this is, I did it with my friend Whitney. This is my friend Whitney. She's 31. She's an executive. She lives here. She XYZ. And people can comment. They'll, go into her private messages, whatever. So this group got really, really big. And I ended up teaming up with a girl I know here in Dallas that is the CEO of Vouch, which is a dating app, and creating this show called The Pitch, where it's a kind of similar concept where it's live on YouTube and people will come on and pitch their single friends. So if I was pitching Whitney, I'm going to do a PowerPoint. I'm going to say, these are the reasons why Whitney's awesome. She makes great enchiladas. She's got a cute dog, all this stuff. And,
That's
the
awesome.
audience interacts. It's cool. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
How many viewers do you get on that?
About 800 on the last one we did. Yeah, it's still pretty new, but we all have, all the hosts on it have pretty good networks. And, the people that go on it obviously are telling all their friends about it. So I think that's kind of helping it pick up.
So YouTube, is it similar to Facebook in that if you go live on Facebook, it jams you up to the top and you get rewarded for that? But, most people are scared to do it. Is it the same thing on YouTube?
Yeah, it is. So you go up to the top. Anyone that's subscribing is going to get a reminder, and then people can comment stuff live. So they'll actually, our producer will show, like, if somebody's in the comment section, they'll pop it up on the screen. So it makes it fun because it's, more interactive than a typical show. And
it puts it in front of people that aren't even subscribing to? Just randomly?
Yeah, I mean, we put it will. YouTube will do that on its own. They'll make suggestions for you, but we put the link out there a ton of different places. So there's
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Well, why don't you drop the last one? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to recap on this. You dropped some just fire content of marketing. Then we switched into something completely binge worthy. Like, I know people are gonna jump on that. That sounds like a crazy awesome concept that has to be hilarious.
Yeah.
So that is really unexpectedly awesome.
What's the channel? What's that channel called?
Yeah.
Sorry, what's the channel called?
The Pitch Dating Show. The Pitch
Dating Show. So while you're over there subscribing to the Insurance Dudes podcast, go over to the Pitch Dating Show, subscribe to that. And you'll have the two best channels.
Dude, I mean, so I know a TV show or something's going to rip you off on that. It's a matter of time. It's so
they
good.
just take us and make us a TV show. That's
Who
what
watches
our goal
TV?
Is, I know.
What is
Netflix,
the TV?
maybe.
YouTube is TV.
Yeah.
So I just, last question, big question is, what would be the number one piece of advice you give to any insurance agent coming into the insurance industry, or somebody that's ready to just dive into marketing?
Just call me. No. I would say, well, really, you could call me. No, I would say the biggest thing is do something different. Don't just go with what your company tells you to do. Be compliant, of course. Don't get yourself into trouble, but make yourself stand out, because the insurance industry online is one of the most cutthroat, competitive, crazy, scrappy things to do in terms of marketing. So if you don't do something different, if you don't have a strong, really good Facebook presence and personality, you're going to get passed over for somebody that does.
Makes sense.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so so one more time, the dating show channel, and then the Instagram, because I know that you're probably an Instagram
everything.
person.
You
rattle them off.
Tell us everything.
Rattle them off so they can put it in the notes.
So, Uptown Marketing, uptownmarketing.com. Instagram is uptown_marketing. Facebook is just Uptown Marketing. Okay. The Pitch Dating Show is, our YouTube channel is The Pitch Dating Show. The Instagram is at The Pitch Dating Show. And then my personal Instagram is Martina Nicole Brugnoni, Brugnoni, which you might have to just put that one up online. Yeah.
Or check out the notes. We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, just go to the notes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, so awesome to have you on here. I just caught your name scrolling through the Instagrams, and there you were.
I'm glad to be on. Thank you guys so much. This was fun.
Really awesome to have you on.
This is awesome.
So we will catch up with you down the road. I think that you may be one of those that we call on as a repeat.
I
So-
hope so. I would certainly
Yeah.
hope so.
Do like an annual check-in, you know?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Let's
thank
do
you
it.
so much. We will see you
Thanks,
down the
guys.
Okay.
Thanks,
you.
Martina.
Hey, Jason.
Yes, Mr. Craig.
That was another awesome episode, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if people want to get a little bit more action and learn how to do write 100,000 in premium
Yes.
off of even the worst internet leads, where could they go?
They can go to live.teledudes.com.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Are we going to be there?
Yes, it's a weekly call that we're doing right now it's live, and it will show you the process. The entire process is super awesome.
I love it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sign up right now, live.teledudes.com.
Live.teledudes.com. That's live.teledudes.com.
Hey, Craig, there's a new community that we are starting that I cannot wait to tell everybody about. It is our live texting community where you and I are going to answer people's questions and give them free content, right?
Are you kidding me? We get
Yep.
to talk to them?
Yeah, which is awesome, but they have to opt in. They have to text us at 520-214-2219. That's 520-214-2219.
Nice. I'm
Craig, are
text
you going to
now.
respond to these texts?
I'm going to respond to them for sure. Live.
I'm into it too. It's going to be
Well-
awesome. And it's going to be our new texting community where we're going to get back to everybody that we can and drop some crazy content, free content, and free the calculator that you just came up with. That's right. The calling calculator, sales material. I mean, everything for insurance agents. This is it. It's the best texting community out there for insurance agents.
Well, what the heck is that number again? I can't remember it.
It's 520-214-2219. That's
Okay.
520-214-2219.
I love it. I'm going to text it right now.
520-214-2219.
All right. I'll see you later, Mr. Jason.
Bye, Mr. Craig.
Wait, do they even listen to this on the radio anymore?
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
All right.